Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers. It's a gorgeous day out here. But is someone in your life right now who is making it very miserable for you? They're affecting your mood and energy as well. How to stop negative people affecting your mood and energy. Let's just breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Now, I got a great question that came in. If you've got a question, don't email me. I get thousands there. Instagram at Infinite Waters. Add me there right now. That's the best place. Someone asked, Ralph, yes, I love your videos, but please help. I'm in university, stuck in a room full of flatmates, and there's this one flatmate, Ralph, who is really getting on my nerves. They're making me feel angry. Furious, Ralph. I could really, wait a minute. Don't do it. Put the pot down. You don't want to hit them with a pot. They're a Pisces, okay? So they're like, Ralph, you're a Pisces as well. Please help a sister out. So we got a whole lot to talk about. Okay? They're like, should I meet fire with fire? Should I be passive? Should I just ignore it? How do I deal with someone who is really starting to affect my mood and energy? And I live with them, Ralph. Has that ever happened to you, deep divers? You're looking a bit shaky, baby. We ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? Now, let me share with you what's helped me along my journey. I've met a lot of people who have affected my mood and energy, but I'm always reminding myself this: whatever somebody brings out of you was already there. Slow motion this side. That's why I say negative people, and to stop allowing, because you give people permission. You give people permission to affect your mood and energy. Nobody can do that without your authority first, without your go ahead first, without you accepting the invitation. So ultimately, you have all the power. It's time to take it back. If someone said something to you that got you really angry, you're mad right now. You want to start pulling out your hair right now. Okay? That means there was something already there inside you. You got triggered. That's why I said negative people. These so-called negative people are actually teachers showing you unresolved issues that have to be healed. Along my early journey, when I was first starting on Infinite Waters, I was doing my intro like, peace, 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 peace. And someone in the comment section kept saying, Ralph, stop saying your boring ass intro. And I was furious. I'm like, I'm mad right now. How are you gonna diss me like that? Don't you know that's all I've got? They were making me feel a certain way. They were affecting my mood and energy because I let them. Listen very closely. If you feel fire, that means you agree with them. What? Say it again, Ralph. Slow motion this side. If you feel fire, angry, that means you agree with them. So when I first was starting Infinite Waters, I wasn't sure. I wasn't really sure. I was like a little lamb lost in the woods. And I'm like, I'm angry because maybe they got a point. I wasn't really confident in myself. Now, fast forward like 12 months from that time, I was really confident in saying, peace. That when the same person made that comment, I was calm, just like a true Pisces, okay? I didn't feel the fire because I didn't agree with them. So realize, if you have a flatmate who's making you feel a certain way, if they're triggering you, if they are saying stuff to you, you have to now ask yourself, do I really agree with what they're saying? Do I really agree with what they are saying? okay? But realize ultimately you have the power and it's time to take it back. Stop putting up with it. Stop putting up with it, okay? You don't have to be in the presence of someone who is affecting your mood or energy just to prove how strong you are. No, you don't have to go through all of that hassle. And I learned that the hard way, because I'm like, okay, I always talk about becoming your greatest version. I'm gonna be in the presence of this person who's really getting on my nerves just to prove to the world that I can withstand this very uncomfortable person. You don't have to do that. That's advice from the cat down the road. You can walk away from anything, any person, any energy that no longer serves you. That's the best thing to do. But Ralph, I live with them. Be very mindful of how you are feeding other people. Be very mindful of the attention you are giving undesirable entities. Be mindful of where you place your focus. Whatever you focus on grows. I was spending a long time focusing on that comment many years ago, right? Ralph, please change your intro. At the same time, I had like 50 other comments which were like, Ralph, I absolutely love your videos. I love your intro. I was choosing to focus on energy which was not serving me. I didn't want to take responsibility for that. To stop allowing negative people to affect your mood and energy, stop feeding them with your attention. They call it paying attention for a reason. They call it paying attention for a reason because every time you focus on a negative person, you're actually giving them a bit of your energy. It's time to start focusing on people that actually matter. Have you ever noticed this, that we spend way too long thinking about people who are so-called negative, we don't like, okay, but so little on people who've always been there for us to scratch our back and rub our toes, okay? So I have what I call 5 seconds, 5 minute rule. You spend 5 seconds thinking about a negative person and 5 minutes thinking about someone you love. Because right now you are spending 5 minutes or maybe 5 hours thinking of that negative person and only 5 seconds of thinking about the cat down the road and someone else you love. It's time to swap it around and start focusing. Every single day, practice and practice and practice. Practice. Focus on a friend who's always been there. And now you will feel their whole entire energy permeate your entire being. Because you're like, oh my gosh, I really love this friend. And that negative person won't even exist anymore. Realize the moment some people see that they're getting a lot out of you, they've triggered you, they now feel like they have power over you. Once again, whatever they bought out of you, was already inside you. It's time to stop reacting and it's time to learn how to respond, okay? Because when people tell me stuff and you said you're a sensitive Pisces, I'm a sensitive Pisces too. Hold my hand, baby. But I'm very strong. And a lot of Pisceans are super strong, right? That's why everybody tells us their problems. Look, I was reacting when even growing up, people would tell me to do stuff and do it like this, do it like that. I was reacting because I'm like, no. And then it would affect my mood. I've learned how to respond. Responding to a situation literally has the power to change the entire situation itself. Reacting is just getting triggered. You lash out, I'm angry. Responding is to ask yourself, what's the best way to act in this situation? Because if I get angry at this negative person, it won't change what's happening. In fact, it will only make me sick. It will only take my energy away. Responding is all about meeting people, not fire with fire, but thinking smart to say, okay, even if I live with a negative person who's affecting my mood. I used to record in Malibu one time, okay? In fact, I'll give you an example about Hawaii, okay? In Hawaii right now, and I'm staying in this massive house, okay? And someone's like, okay, please stop recording. Stop making these videos, okay? And I'm like, no. And they kept saying that, okay? And I'm like, no, I like doing it. And I was getting very angry because I'm like, do you know how many deep divers are waiting for these videos? And then I started to smile and say, I love making videos. And they really didn't know what to do. Then they just zipped it, right? So sometimes you got to meet love with fear. Slow motion this side. Because that's all what negative energy is. It's all fear. So you have to come from a place of love. You got to smile at people who you feel are negative towards you, who are affecting your mood and energy. Even if you live with them, okay, someone didn't do the dishes, you just got to smile and say, right? Make sure you are harmonious. Make sure you are harmonious. Make sure you are harmonious. You are harmonious within yourself. That's key and paramount, okay? So I've learned this 7-day vegan challenge. The only way to really become harmonious within yourself is to start eating a healthier plant-based diet. It's what I call purify your body, mind, and soul with E3 Live, blue-green algae, maca powder smoothie with banana, dates, pistachios, pine nuts, and figs, and dates, and acai, and ginseng. Oh my gosh, that's like a power smoothie with a little bit of ginger. Now you feel so strong to really look anybody in the eyes, okay? Many times we get affected by negative people. They affect our mood and energy when we're not really eating at our best, okay? Once again, it all starts with us. You have the power to control the outside world by changing your own energetic vibration. The only reason why this negativity is affecting you is because you are vibrating at the same frequency. What? Slow motion this side. In other words, you want to argue with them. Because they started to argue, you want to play their game, it's not working, because now it's affecting your mood. The problem is you are actually very sensitive. They may not be. So stop playing other people's games and start really honoring your true heart, okay? But always realize you have to be at a different frequency and a different vibration so they can no longer affect you. I've realized this, that many times, kick the cat, okay? Let's just say someone shouts at you. And you're like, why did you do that? And they're like, because I don't like you. They're really mean, they're really nasty. And now this is affecting your mood and energy. Many times we have what we call kick the cat syndrome. Someone shouts at you, so then you shout at other people. You go home and you shout at your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, even the cat down the road. Even Ralph Smart, what did I do? I know nothing, right? So you don't want to pass on that same energy, that same insalubrious energy, that same contaminated energy. That's why it's so important, 7-day vegan challenge, to constantly purify your energy through a healthy plant-based diet. So even when you are in the midst of a negative person, you don't transfer their negativity to someone else, okay? Just because they gave it to you, you have to learn how to neutralize the energy by not being at their same frequency, and therefore they can no longer affect you. So you don't have to kick the cat down the road just because someone was mean to you. No, you want to hug the cat down the road. I've learned this, that many times what happens when we are in the midst of someone who is draining our energy, okay? They are taking away our life force. Oh, Ralph, they're making me feel a certain way. It's only happening because we are choosing for it to happen. We are allowing it to happen, okay? Realize this, that ultimately you have to say stop. not only to them, but to yourself, to say, no, I'm gonna really start moving to a place which really nourishes my soul. I don't care even if I have to move house, okay? Because you don't have to put up with this madness, okay? I've learned this along my journey, to stop allowing negative people to control your energy and your mind and your aura. You have to realize this first and foremost. Stop allowing people who do so little for you to take up such a large space in your mind. What? Slow motion this side. Stop allowing people who do so little for you to take up such a large space in your mind. And that's why I always say, you can choose who you really want to focus on. You can choose who you really want to think about. But make sure it's people that are actually serving you and adding some beautiful magic into your life. You see, I've realized that you were like, should I just stay passive or should I talk about it? I've learned this, that you really have to call people out. You are not a bad person if you address people. You are not a bad person if you speak up for yourself. Speak even if your voice shakes. You see, what's helped me along my journey, plain and simple, is to realize this. You have to find your voice in these situations. Many times we hand over our power because we are silent when we should really speak up. Sometimes you got to learn how to say no. Enough's enough. You are not going to let me go through another day of just crying, feeling miserable. And then you will find that the more you can really voice how you feel, the more you express yourself, they no longer affect your mood and energy. Learn how to speak up and then really start to rearrange, okay, your friend circle that we all have. Rearrange them. In my address book, I got no people that don't love Ralph Smart. You want to surround yourself with people who root for you. And that's how to stop negative people affecting your mood and energy. Only hang around people who root for you. Even if you live with someone who is negative, what you do is go about your business and realize you are not responsible for how other people behave or how other people treat you. Slow motion this side. Stop ascribing intent. Stop feeling whatever they are doing is because of you. They were like that before you came on the scene. You are not their problem. Some people just need a hug. You may not be the one to give it to them. It's time to stop. It's time to stop feeling responsible for other people's poor behaviors and attitudes towards you. Because as a Pisces, you're very sensitive, but also you're very strong. And you have to find this strength right now to say, actually, even if I'm living with them, okay, I get to see them every single day, I'm gonna focus on my own business and let them do them, okay? And then that's how to stop negative people affecting your energy and mood. And then you'll just say, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello there? Beautiful deep divers, we are out here chillaxing in the heart of nature, just breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Have a beautiful day, deep divers. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. You gotta brush it off, brush them off the shoulder, just like that. Now they're gone.